Hey guys, Dylan Tommy here. Spent some time in the fish room today. Kind of did the weekend water change thing. So I'm just gonna cruise the tanks. We'll take a look at them tonight. We'll hit every one very slowly. Just take a good look at the tank. They've had their maintenance and they're looking good. They're looking bright because I cleared some excess debris out of each tank. Cleared some plants out of each tank. For instance, you look at this Danny O'Fry tank, and it's just a lot brighter down here because I just cleared a ton of duckweed off the top and just allowed for more light penetration. Same thing with the guppy tank. Just a lot brighter. But everybody's cool. They've all been fed. Here's the latest growth on the second runner. It's to the surface. I'm gonna have to do something about tucking it under or doing something about it. I just really didn't consider it today because I was working on other tanks. But as you can see, it's growing up to the top. Let's see if we can see it pop out. Yeah, not really too much clear, but it's right there, you know. I might put another weight on it and tuck it down and see if I can't lower it down in the tank, maybe mid-level. I did plant another piece of Ludwigia here today. If you look right here, you can see that those are the bottom of the leaves. It's not acclimated to the light, so it's kind of upside down. But yeah, this is the stem here I planted today, right into that rich substrate. And like I said, once its roots get down there, it'll acclimate to the light. Check out the other stems of Ludwigia. They've done well in this tank. I'm gonna keep rolling. Oh, I got some lights going off. It's about that time. I'm glad I hit those tanks already. Let's go real quick through the shrimp tank. I cleared every bit of old Rotala out of here that I was kind of preserving for other tanks. And what I got lately in here is a ton of wisteria. And look at that lush green. I love this plant lately. It's been in every tank, and I'm tempted to keep it in every tank. It just does so well for me. Let me show you a couple of them. There's actually several in Mojo's tank right now. I got 3 little plants right here. Easy to keep plants. Check out Mo and his moss ball. This tank is another tank that just looks very bright because I cleared so much duckweed off the top and the light is just allowed to penetrate a lot more. And this is another tank that I was just kind of growing out a ton of wisteria, and you know, it would grow, you know, little runners, and I'd break pieces off and kind of put them in other tanks and just spread it around. And like I said, now I have it in other tanks, all my tanks for the most part, and I like it. It's a cool little plant to keep, you know. It's got that bright green, you know, and it brightens up a tank. Plus I like that leaf structure, you know. Been keeping a lot of, you know, stem plants, the Rotala, which is another easy to keep plant, and these larger leaf patterns are cooler for me, I think. There's another one there. There's Mr. Albino Crebensis. Hey buddy. I'm actually just checking out your plants, but what's up, dude? These kids are probably hanging out back there somewhere. I see a couple of them in the back. They're doing so well and they're growing so fast. Just been doing, you know, extreme water changes on this tank just because it's such thick vegetation. It has such a huge, you know, biomass as far as all the plants that are in there, and you know, the continuous breakdown and die off of each plant that's, you know, acclimating to the conditions in this tank. You know, creates a huge bioload. So I got to kind of keep up with the water changes to keep the habitat thriving and to keep those fry, you know, healthy and growing, they benefit from it just the same. Here we go. How bright is this tank? Whew. You can actually see that lace plant now because I spent some time clearing everything out of here. Not one bit of anacharis is left in that tank. So now the lace will have a little bit of an opportunity to kind of catch some light and grow a little healthy. My main intent was kind of to hopefully get some of the Ludwigia growing a little bit better in this tank and propagate that like I have been, because I do plan to put a lot more of it in the large planted tank. You saw I had put that stem in there today. So that's the plan in here, is to grow out some Ludwigia. Check it out from the top, it looks really cool. Grow it out in here and I'll be able to put it in the large planted tank. Oh, lights off! Alright guys, I appreciate you hanging out. Let me check out the crib one more time. He's so cool. He's really being a great dad, so protective of everybody, you know, on the lookout for me all the time. Let's keep rolling. We got half the fish room off already. That's okay. A lot of the plants that I had pulled out of other tanks ended up in here. It's kind of my deal, was to add a lot more vegetation to this tank to create more of a territory for the Burchardi, and also for my Julia chromis to kind of hide and you know, evade him. Like I said, it's been a little battle between the three of them evading his aggressiveness, and it's been like that since the beginning, since I put them in here. And he's cool, you know. Like I said, it's not so lethal. He's not killing these fish off, but I did try to add several pieces of wisteria, several clumps of rotala. You see right here, this is a big clump of rotala I added, and just thickened it up in here so that they could have more of a habitat, more of a hiding space. I don't even see them right now, and hopefully that's due to the amount of plants I've added. Oh, there he is. I knew if I came down here. There's one of them. Yeah, he's constantly on the lookout for the Burchardi. He never knows when he's going to get chased off his spot. But this tank's going to go off very soon too, so I'm going to keep it rolling. These guys are going to do their chasing. And that tank is that. Oh, check out this tank. I just threw a ton of the anacharis that I pulled out of that shrimp tank and just plopped it in there, just for the fun of it. I need to test that tank to see how far along it is and finding its cycle. What up, guys? They're ready to eat. I think I'm just gonna feed them. Let's do that. We'll do it in Boona feeding. You guys hang tight. Look at them. They're ready to rock. Feed me. Now I'm gonna put this light on, and they're kind of conditioned to freak out once the light goes on, because they know they're being fed. All right, guys. And there they go. I've mentioned before that I feed both floating and sinking pellets. The big guys tend to like the floating pellets, and then the DeMace and I will be happy to pick anything off the substrate. Alright guys, that's a FishRoom update. Like I said, I did some work in here. They got their water changes. The weekend maintenance was done today. So I like to check them out after I you know, put the work in. You guys have a good one. Peace.